walking with that easy grin, like nothing ever happened, like love was simple, light and clean, while I'm still unraveling. I carried us through stormy nights, held our dreams in trembling hands. You smiled through all the fights, but never tried to understand. I thought your love would never fade, but now it feels like masquerade. Heartbreak, where's your smile? Well, I've been crying all this while. You left me lost, left me bare, but you just flow like you don't care. Every laugh, every glance feels like you took my chance. Heartbreak, where's your smile? And I can't hide it for a while. I replay every word you said, every I love you turned to dust. I lie awake in our old bed, haunted by promises I trusted. Your world moves on, mine is still trapped in echoes of a song. I gave my all, I always will, but you wore a mask all along. I thought you'd fight, I thought you'd stay, but heartbreak finds a different way. Heartbreak, where's your smile? Well, I've been crying all this while. You left me lost, left me bare, but you just flow like you don't care. Every laugh, every glance feels like you took my chance. Heartbreak, where's your smile? And I can't hide it for a while. Maybe someday I'll forgive, but right now I'm learning how to live. Your happiness won't erase my pain, your freedom doesn't make me sane. I'll find a light inside my heart, even if it's after we're apart. I'll take my tears, turn them to fire, and learn to rise above desire. Heartbreak, where's your smile? Heartbreak, where's your smile? Heartbreak, every mile. Heartbreak, where's your smile? But I'm surviving all the while. I'll take my heart, I'll make it whole. I'll find my peace, reclaim my soul. You can keep your charm, your grace. I'll stand stronger in my place. Heartbreak, where's your smile? But I won't wear it anymore. One day your smile won't haunt me. One day my heart will finally be free. Heartbreak, where's your smile? But I wear my own instead. I gave my all before you left. Every word, every breath, I bent myself to keep you near. Even when I swallowed fear, I loved you like it was my life. Tried to fix what wasn't right. I lost myself, I lost my ground, trying to turn your world around. I thought my love could hold you close, but I forgot to hold myself. I was enough until you left. I gave my heart my very best. You broke me down, you walked away, but I'm still standing today. I was enough, I'll say it loud, even after losing you somehow. I was enough until you left. Now I know my worth, my strength. I counted every tear you caused, made excuses for your flaws. I hid my pain, I hid my voice, because I thought you'd be my choice. But love should never feel this small, shouldn't make me crawl at all. I gave my all and then some more, but you were never keeping score. Don't regret the love I gave, I don't mourn the heart I saved. I was enough, I always was, and I'll be enough, because I must. The bed feels wider than before. Your side still creaks along the floor. I reach out half asleep at night, then pull my hand back to my side. Your sweater hangs behind the door, like you might walk in once more. I keep the lights a little dim, so I don't have to face it fully. You took your things, you took your name, but not the habit of your face. Your shadow sleeps beside me, but you don't anymore. I hold the space you left behind on this cold, familiar floor. I close my eyes and feel you breathe, like you're still lying next to me. Your shadow sleeps beside me, but you don't talk to silence like it's you. Say things I never got to prove. I practice conversations that ended before they began. I hear you laugh in crowded rooms. I smell your scent and cheap perfume. I hate how love can lie so well and turn my heaven into hell. You moved on like you were free. I stay with what you did to me. Your shadow sleeps beside me in every restless night. I turn my back to empty space and still say goodnight. I tell myself I'll be okay, but loneliness knows my name. Your shadow sleeps beside me when I can't sleep away the pain. If shadows fade when light appears, why are you still standing here? I don't want you back, it's true. I just want peace from loving you. Maybe time will teach my heart the memories aren't who you are. But tonight, again I see your shadow choosing me. Your shadow feels so weird. Your shadow knows how I feel, knows how I feel. Your shadow sleeps beside me like you never said goodbye. You took your love, you took your words, but left your ghost behind. I'm learning how to let you go, one lonely night at a time. Your shadow sleeps beside me, but someday it won't be mine. One day this bed will feel like home. One day I won't wake up alone until my heart learns something new. Your shadow sleeps beside me, but I'm learning to sleep without you. I held on tighter than I should. Called it love, but it felt like fear. I kept forgiving every wound just to keep you near. I read your silence like a sign that you were just tired, not gone. I told myself we'd be okay while you were already moving on. I stayed when you were halfway out. I fought when you had your doubts. I learned goodbye too late. After giving you everything, I crossed every line I made just to make you stay. I thought love meant sacrifice, so I paid the price in pain. I learned goodbye too late. I made excuses for your cold, said that's just how you are. I blame myself when you pulled away like distance was my fault. I lost my voice, I lost my ground, trying to save what we had left. I kept choosing you again, even when I lost myself. I thought loving meant hope. shouldn't hurt this deep. Maybe it's not meant to bleed. If staying costs you who you are, then leaving's not defeat. I see it now, I understand. I loved you more than I loved me. I stayed through things I shouldn't have, afraid of being free. Soft didn't know that letting go could save my soul. I learned goodbye too late, but I learned it anyway. I finally chose myself over begging you to stay. I won't apologize for love or the time I gave. I learned goodbye too late, but I learned, and I'm okay. I don't hate you, I don't cry like I used to every night. I just wish I knew back then what I know today. Some lessons come with scars, some truths come wrapped in pain. I learned goodbye too late. The room feels bigger now you're gone. Every sound feels something wrong. Your jacket's gone, your side is cold. This house feels older than before. I turn the lights on just to cold, like shadows won't remind me though. I say your name inside my head, like maybe you'll come back instead. I thought quiet meant I'd heal, but quiet's louder than what's real. Silence sounds like you and I, echoes of our last goodbye. Every breath I try to take still feels like one you used to make. I fill the space with something new, but nothing ever drowns out you. Even when I don't say a word, silence sounds like you. I sleep with music playing low, so my thoughts don't overflow. But every pause between the lines feels like you're crossing my mind. I don't cry like I did before, but it still hurts just as much. You taught me how to feel this deep, then left me here with way too much. You don't know what you left behind, and every quiet corner of my mind. Silence sounds like you again, in empty rooms and almost then I close my eyes, I see your face, like you never left this place. I try to hate you, try to move, but silence keeps reminding me of you. No matter what I say or do, every silence sounds like you. Your keys are always on the table, your shoes by the door at night. I memorized your breathing like it meant you'd always stay. You held me when the world was heavy, said you're safe, you don't be scared. I believed every promise, like love was something permanent. I didn't see the distance grow. I thought we had more time to know. You were home until you weren't. You were love until it hurt. I built my heart around your name, then watched you walk away. You were comfort, you were warm. Now I sleep through every storm. You were everything I learned. You were home until you weren't. I still reach out in the darkness, like you're lying next to me. And I remember the silence where your heartbeat used to be. I blame myself for every crack, every word we couldn't say. But loving you was never wrong, even if you couldn't stay. You left without a warning sign. I stayed behind, still calling mine. You were home until you weren't. You were real until it burned. I gave you more than I should have given. Still it wasn't what you wanted. You moved on, I stayed alert, guarding wounds that never healed. You were home until you weren't, and that truth is what hurts. Maybe homes are made of moments, not the people that we choose. Maybe love is just a season, and I stay past it with you. If I knew this was goodbye, I would have held you tighter then. But I didn't know forever could end so quietly. You were home in every way. You were home, then you changed. You were home until you weren't. Now I carry what we were. I learned how to stand alone on a heart that's overgrown. If I loved you too much first, I won't apologize for that. You were home until you weren't. Now I'm learning where I'm at. I don't hate you, I don't cry like I used to every night. But sometimes when the room feels cold, I miss the place I called my home. You were home until you weren't. There's a corner in the cafe where we used to waste the day, talking dreams we never chased, laughing like we had all the time. The chair you sat in still the same, but I don't sit there anyway. I stand outside and count my breath, trying not to miss you yet. You left like nothing changed at all, but I stayed with every wall. I cry in places you forgot, where love still lives but you do not. I smile in crowds, I play my part, but I fall apart when no one's watching. You moved on fast, I'm still caught in memories you never lost. I cry in places you forgot. That old streetlight knows my name. It saw us dance, it saw the flame. Now it watches me walk alone, talking to ghosts on my phone. Your favorite song comes on too loud. I pretend I'm not breaking down. You don't hear it like I do. Every word still sounds like you. You erased us like a phase. I relive it every day. I cry in places you forgot, where your shadow still gets caught. I laugh with friends, I say I'm strong, but my nights still feel too long. You let go like it was easy. I hold on like it's all I've got. I cry in places you forgot. Maybe love doesn't disappear, maybe it just learns to hide. I don't want you back, that's true, but I still feel you sometimes. If memories could close their eyes, if my heart could tell the time, maybe I'd finally stop crying in places you forgot. I cry when no one sees. I cry where you left my crisis. You forgot where we said forever and meant a lot. I gave you more than I should have lost. You walked away, I paid the cost. You found peace, I found scars, still loving you from where you are. I cry in places you forgot. One day this won't hurt so much, one day your name won't break my heart, but tonight, honestly, I cry in places you forgot. Three dots dancing on my phone, and they disappear like I don't exist. I stare at words I'll never send, wonder when we started ending like this. You used to call me late at night, now I talk to walls and ceiling lights. I check my phone like it's a crime, waiting on a sign you're still mine. You say you're busy, you say it's fine, but silence answers every time. Left on red, left behind. You erased me line by line. I gave you truth, you gave me time, just enough to cross the line. Left on red, losing sleep, watching us fade quietly. If this is how you say goodbye, then I was left on red, left behind. I see you laughing somewhere else while I pretend I'm doing well. You post your life like nothing's wrong. I scroll past us and move along. I replay texts like broken songs, wonder where my love went wrong. You promised me you'd never leave, but promises don't guarantee. I'd rather hear you Soft on red, that's how you leave. Left on red, that's how you lose me. Left on red, left behind. Now I finally read the signs. I was there, you changed your mind. I won't beg for one more line. Left on red, now I'm gone. I won't wait by my phone. If this is how your love survives, then I survive being left behind. No more checking every song, no more waiting, breaking down. I leave the silence, close the door. I won't be left on red anymore. I packed your things into a box, try to pretend it didn't hurt. Your coffee cup, your favorite shirt, still smells like who we were. The city changed, but I stay the same. Every street still knows your face. A smile now, but it's not the truth. Some nights still feel like you. I told myself I'd be okay, but healing doesn't work that way. Your name still breaks me when I hear it, like time never moved at all. I can't laugh, I can't fake it, but I still feel the fall. I'm stronger now, I don't deny it, but some wounds don't wanna leave. No matter how much I move on, your name still breaks me. I learned to sleep on my own side, learned how to breathe without you there. I don't call when I'm not fine, I keep my pain private now. I see your life through someone else. You look so happy, I'm doing well, but every I'm okay I say is hiding what I never say. I don't miss who you are today. I miss the love that slipped away. Your name still breaks me when I hear it, like glass against my heart. I move forward, but I carry every piece you tore apart. I don't cry like I used to, but it still hurts to breathe. No matter how much I move on, your name still breaks me. Maybe love doesn't disappear, maybe it just learns to hide. I don't want you back, I swear, but I still feel you sometimes. If I could erase one thing, it wouldn't be the pain, it would be the sound of your name. Soft, your name in every song. Your name still just be a name. But tonight, honestly, your name still breaks me. I held your name inside my chest like it was something I should protect. Every promise, every lie, I believed you every time. You said forever like a song, but you never knew the words for long. I stayed quiet, played my part while you were drifting from the start. I felt you leaving in your eyes, but I ignored every warning sign. I loved you louder than you stayed. I screamed your name, you walked away. I gave you all I couldn't save. I loved you louder than you stayed. I burned my heart just to be seen. Slept alone with memories of who I thought we'd always be. Your jacket hanging by the door, like you might come back once more. I blame myself for every crack, for every moment we collapsed. You never fought, you never tried. You left me asking why you said too much too deep, but love was never meant to be cheap. I loved you louder than you stayed. I begged you not to slip away. You shut your heart, I chose the pain. I loved you louder than you stayed. I made excuses for your sins while you were halfway out again. I loved you loud, you ran away. I loved you louder than you stayed. Maybe love shouldn't hurt this way. Maybe hearts aren't meant to break. I lost myself inside your storm, trying to keep us warm. If loving you means losing me, then I was blind to what I see. I'd rather stand alone and heal than beg for love that's not real. So I loved you even when you were gone. I loved you when I should have moved on. I loved you louder than you stayed. I shouted just to make you stay. You chose goodbye without a fight, left me alone with every night. I gave you truth, I gave you pain. You took the best and walked away. I loved you loud, I'll say it straight. I loved you louder than you stayed. Now I'm learning how to breathe without you standing next to me. I loved you loud, but I won't break again for someone